Welcome to the official Monday Night Raw review and results video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and ring those bells for all notifications for daily wrestling content. Yo, I swear to God, I swear on everything that I love. I swear to God. Oh my God. Okay. I am fucking done. I'm done. So I'm looking on my Twitter. And I'm on my DMs on Twitter. And I'm in the group chat. And I see Mike, Broken Mike. And he asked me this question. And I told him I was going to answer your question on the open of the review. I'm looking for this specific question. He deletes the message. He deletes the fucking message. Damn. Only thing I should have done was take a screenshot of it so I can answer your fucking question. I hope you're watching, Mike. I hope you are. Now, funny I should mention this, because as soon as I told you that I was going to answer your question on the review, you seem to all of a sudden delete the message. Oh, just cause you deleted the message, you thought for 1 second I would forget on what you asked me. Oh, and good thing that I did this. Good thing that I did this. I tweeted this just for a reminder. I remember what Mike asked me on Twitter. He asked me, if you don't like it, why watch it? If I don't like it, why watch it? I'm going to answer your question to the nicest response that I can ever give you. And if you don't like what I have to answer to you, Mike, if you do not like the tone of voice that I'm about to give you, Mike, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Now, as you guys know, I'm the type of person to not give a fuck on what I state on Twitter. I'm not afraid to state my opinion, not only on Twitter, but here on this platform known as YouTube. If you don't like it, don't watch. Or what Mike asked me, if you don't like it, why watch it? I would like to know, Mike, 1, how old are you? 2, how long have you been a wrestling fan? 3, what year did you start watching wrestling? I want you, Mike, to specifically answer that question in the comments section below. As soon as you get to this part of the video. Now here's my answer to your pathetic question. Because I'm in some mood today. I'm in some mood. The reason why I watch professional wrestling is because it's my sanctuary from everything else in this sick world that we live in. I started watching wrestling in 1996. I remember my first pay-per-view that I saw, WrestleMania 12. My first match that I saw was The Undertaker versus Big Daddy Cool Diesel. I remember that match perfectly. One of my favorite matches in throughout the entire streak of The Undertaker. It's my top 10 favorite matches in that streak. The Undertaker is the reason why I watch professional wrestling. Now, I know you may have a favorite superstar or a Pacific tag team. A Pacific tag team known as the Worthless Conics. Oh, they're good, but that's why they're tag team champions. I'm sorry, but at this point, Mike, I have to expose you. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you feel about it. I just don't care. I'm in some mood. I'm in some mood today, Mike. I'm in some mood. The Undertaker is the reason why I'm watching professional wrestling. If it wasn't for The Undertaker's match at WrestleMania 12, I would not be watching professional wrestling. I need you to understand something, Mike. You sound like a casual in the group chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're a cool person and everything. You seem cool, but when it comes to the group chat, you sound like a fucking casual. And if you don't like one person's opinion, don't respond to it. It's just that simple. Don't respond to it. If you don't have nothing else to say, don't say shit at all. Haven't they taught you that? Yeah, the one thing I love about being a wrestling fan is that everybody has different opinions. Sometimes people have stupid opinions. The fact that you said that the Iconics are a better team than the Boston Hug Connection, that's not a fucking opinion. That's not a fucking opinion. It's not. That's just straight fucking stupidity. Straight stupidity. And I hope you're watching, Mike. I hope you're watching. Are we cool? I don't know. I don't know. I may be cool with everybody else in the group chat. I have no problems with them whatsoever. When it comes to me and you, Mike, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So to answer your fucking question, Mike, the reason why I watch this sport is because of the fucking Undertaker. And yes, in my eyes, he may be the greatest of all time. In my honest opinion, he may be the greatest superstar of all time. And yes, that's my opinion, Mike. Unless if you have something else to say it in the comment section down below. If it wasn't for the fucking Undertaker, I would not be watching professional wrestling. All I want for this professional sport, all I want from professional wrestling is to fucking change. You think Raw is good every single week? It's not good every week. Hell, just look at what happened back in WrestleMania season. SmackDown did a much better job than Monday Night Raw. But you don't see that, do you? You don't see that at all. You don't see that. You don't see that at all. And if you don't see that, why the fuck are you watching professional wrestling to begin with? Yeah, I may be harsh. Yeah, I may be petty. But at this point, I don't give a fuck. At this point. You want me to be petty? Oh, trust me. You haven't seen me being petty just yet. So does that answer your question, Mike? Does that answer your question? Let me know in the DMs on Twitter. Let me know. Because right now, you haven't seen me being cold-hearted yet. Just watch this review. Just to know how cold-hearted I can be. I hope that answers your question, Mike. If it doesn't, tough shit. Don't know at this point what to tell you. I'm not scared to state my opinion. I'm not scared, to say this and that on social media. If you don't like what you see on social media, it's either you respond to it and get a negative reaction to it, or don't say shit at all. I hope, Mike, that answers your question. But talk about this show tonight. If you thought Monday Night Raw was a complete laughable show, I want you guys to hit that thumbs up. If you guys rated this show a 3, a 2, or a 1, hit that thumbs up. What the fuck was that show that we saw tonight? What the fuck was that? Now, the only positive, and I can't believe there's even positives on this fucking show. The only positive that we got to see tonight was I'm not going to call them the Viking experience. The War Raiders got their names changed again. It went from War Raiders to the Viking experience to the Viking Raiders. Now, that sounds a little bit better. Not a whole lot better, but it sounds just a little better. That is the only positive we got on this whole entire show. Like it or not. Like it or not. I don't know why we couldn't just get qualifying matches for Money in the Bank tonight. We're 4 weeks away from the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. We're just 4 weeks away. You couldn't give me like 2 or 3 qualifying matches for Money in the Bank. Give me 3 or 4 superstars from Raw and 3 or 4 superstars from SmackDown Live and give me a Money in the Bank ladder match? I wonder, how many Money in the Bank ladder matches are we going to get? How many? Obviously, we're going to get the men's, we're going to get the women's Money in the Bank. So it looks like with just 4 weeks to go, I mean, a lot can happen in 4 weeks. So far, we're getting 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. That's it. And then what did I tell you guys on the podcast this past Monday? Episode 16. We was going to get Lacey Evans against Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship at Money in the Bank. What did I say? Now, with 4 weeks to go, yeah, they can certainly build it for 4 weeks. Yeah, they can build up Lacey Evans to a point where she's a legit contender for Becky Lynch. But at the same time, you got to ask yourself this question. Is it too late? Because we've been seeing Lacey Evans, since she got called up from NXT, come in and out of the arena, walks into the arena, spins, poses, and walks out of the arena. Is it too late now for Lacey Evans to even get a Women's Championship match? Or is it too early? Is it too early? Sound off below in the comment section what you guys think on that whole situation. Now, this show was completely fucking terrible. It was so fucking terrible. I had my boy Kevin call me on FaceTime after the show and he told me, what the fuck was that with Bray Wyatt? And I tweeted this on Twitter, if I can find the tweet. I tweeted this on Twitter. Right now, this tweet right now got 5 retweets and 11 likes on the tweet. The tweet, this is the tweet. Here lies Bray Wyatt, August 2013 to April 2019. I'll read the tweet for you guys. Underutilized in the main roster, former WWE champion, leader of the Wyatt family, friend, husband, father. You thought Bray Wyatt was buried 6 feet deep. Motherfucker, he's been buried 100 feet deep. Point to no fucking return. This is the new gimmick you want to give Bray Wyatt. I don't care. I don't care. What the fuck did I see? Immediately, I kid you not, I didn't even watch the main event after what I saw with Bray Wyatt. After what they did with Bray Wyatt with this whole fiery friendship bullshit, I immediately changed the television and I put the Yankee game on. Thank God the Yankees are on the West Coast. Thank fucking Christ. They have officially killed Bray Wyatt, ladies and gentlemen. Done. done. Now let's go ahead and review Monday Night Raw. Now, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm of course Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Monday, April 22nd, 2019. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you guys thought that Monday Night Raw was completely fucking terrible, hit that thumbs up. If you guys rated Monday Night Raw a 3, a 2, or a 1, hit that thumbs up. Comment down below what are your thoughts of Monday Night Raw. And if you guys are new to the channel, looking for Raw review, SmackDown review, NXT review, Throwback Thursday, Top 10 Friday, or wrestling podcast and gaming content, hit that subscribe button down below in those bells, guys, for all notifications. Check out the podcast, the reality podcast, episode 17. WWE reportedly discussing giving Sasha Banks a huge win after her return. Yeah, but Vince McMahon does not want to kiss Sasha's ass. If I don't know what ass kissing is, you tell me what it is. There's a report that Vince is not going to kiss Sasha Banks' ass, yet you want to give her money in the bank? Only to cash in and fail? My thoughts are on the podcast, man. Episode 17, link to this video will be in the annotation above in the upper right hand corner of your screen. Check out Throwback Thursday, man. Backlash 2000 review and results video from Throwback Thursday from this past Thursday. The Rock wins the WWF Championship with Stone Cold Steve Austin in his corner. Link to this video will be in the annotation above in the upper right hand corner of your screen amongst all the other content from this past week. This is the official home of the reality podcast here on YouTube, so make sure you guys are following me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring. Now, I am back on social media. I was suspended on my main account for a week because of what fucking bum-ass Slice Wrestling reported for no fucking reason before I even... Listen, I deleted the tweet before he even got a chance to fucking report it. So, I'm back on Twitter, guys. My official Twitter is Chris from Loring. Instagram, your boy Chris _WFB, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. Let's review Monday Night Raw, man. This show was fucking... I was going to give this show at least a 5 out of 10. But from what happened with, with Robert Roode, the opening to the show, not giving us Money in the Bank qualifying matches for the Money in the Bank ladder match, to fucking Bray Wyatt, I have to give this show a 2. This show got a 2 out of 10, in my honest opinion. And if you rate this show at least a 6 out of 10, you have a fucking problem. You really do. Monday Night Raw opens up with the game, Triple H making his way down to the ring. We learned that tonight there'll be 2, not 1, 2 triple threat matches with the winners facing off in a Universal Championship opportunity at Money in the Bank on May 19th. If you guys are OGs, you guys remember when Kane had a See No Evil movie that came out on May 19th, and every single time somebody said May 19th, Kane will go crazy? I remember that time. Fucking remarkable. And Kane will go crazy after May 19th. May 19th! May 19th! Kane will just go ballistic. Choke slams, tombstones. I love it. Loved it. The 2 matches were AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe. That was the first matchup. The second triple threat match was Baron Corbin versus Drew McIntyre versus The Miz. Now, I don't know why Raw kicked off with Triple H and Seth Rollins and everybody else that was going to be competing in these 2 triple threat matches. Like, why are you giving me this to kick off Monday Night Raw? Just take me straight to the matches. Why is Triple H coming out? Unless if something important is going around, he should be coming out. Other than that, he shouldn't be coming out talking to Seth Rollins and shit, talking about, WrestleMania was the biggest match of your life against Brock Lesnar, and you stomped his head to the ground 3 times. Don't give me that opening segment. Take me straight to the triple threat matches. That's all I want. That's all I want. But beggars can't be choosers. Now, Before Triple H can speak, Seth Rollins makes his way to the ring. Rollins comes to the ring and shakes Triple H's hand. The Universal Champion garners a great reaction because Raw's in his hometown tonight in Iowa. Rollins says this is surreal to him to be standing in the middle of the ring in his home state with the championship around his waist. Triple H nods, then shakes his hand again. Seth says 2 weeks ago at WrestleMania he was in the fight of his life, but he slayed the beast and brought the title home. The fans started a welcome home chant. Triple H says Rollins stomped that bucket head of Brock Lesnar into the mat. Rollins corrects him and says he did that 3 times. He came into WrestleMania as a King Slayer and left a Beast Slayer. Triple H says the landscape has changed. Rollins is the measuring stick as the champion. The whole world is gunning for him. Rollins says he understands that and knows Money in the Bank is right around the corner. If anyone knows a thing or two about the Money in the Bank contract, it's him. Rollins reminds us that successfully cashed in and changed his career, but he's also had a cashed in on him. However, he will never let that happen again. Triple H tells Seth not to put the cart before the horse because he has a laundry list of challengers. He worried about the people cashing in yet. He shouldn't worry about people cashing in yet. He should be worried about who he'll be defending the Universal Championship against that night. Now, if you guys saw Monday Night Raw, you guys saw the triple threat, the 2 triple threat matches, and then the main event. And you guys saw who won the main event. I have my reasons why this match shouldn't happen. But then again, I understand why they're having this match so early when they couldn't save that matchup for like a SummerSlam or like a WrestleMania or a right down the road. But I'm gonna get there when we get there. Rollins asks if Paul Heyman has been blowing up his phone for a rematch. Triple H says he hasn't heard from Heyman. Rollins says what is next. Triple H says we'll figure that out tonight. The best of the best have landed on Raw. Yeah, I wonder why. There will be 2 triple threat matches with the winners fighting in the main event tonight. The winner of that match will face Rollins for the Universal Championship at Money in the Bank. Now, why are you giving me 2 triple threat matches with the 2 winners facing off in the main event with the winner facing Rollins? It's so fucking lazy. Just lazy creative. I could have just went away with a simple battle royal. You could have just gave me a simple battle royal with every man on the Raw roster to kick off the show. Or at least put it in the main event with the winner facing Rollins for the Universal Championship at Money in the Bank. Why are you giving me 2 triple threat matches with the 2 winners facing off in the main event and with that winner faces Rollins? Why? I just don't get it. It's just lazy creative. That's just my honest opinion. All of a sudden, Samoa Joe makes his entrance and says he has arrived on Raw. Joe gets in the ring and says Becky Lynch has come up with the real reason, with the real interesting concept for 2 championships. His shoulders are wide and has room for one more. That next title will be Rollins. Then Mysterio comes out, says Joe isn't the only SmackDown superstar looking to make an impact on Raw. Mysterio isn't on Raw to hang out and drop knowledge. Mysterio has the match in mind. When it's all said and done at Money in the Bank, he sees Rollins versus Mysterio. All of a sudden after that, Drew McIntyre comes out. And at this point, I don't give a shit about Drew McIntyre anymore. I just don't. Drew McIntyre's music now hits and he says he doesn't give a damn what everyone in the ring thinks. McIntyre has spent a year cleaning this place up and has 0 title opportunities. This is true. It is now his time. McIntyre says the only reason Rollins is Universal Champion is because he got the Brock Lesnar before he did. McIntyre will win the triple threat tonight, go to Money in the Bank, beat Rollins, and finally be Universal Champion. Nowadays, Drew McIntyre is all talk. I don't know if you guys are feeling that same way. I just think Drew McIntyre now is just all talk. The Miz makes his entrance and says the A-lister's back on Raw, blah, blah, blah. that gets a good reception. Miz says the more things change, the more they stay the same. You don't say, Miz. You don't say. Rollins, once again, has something Miz wants. Miz has a movie reboot of sorts. These past few months has shown him that he can be a certain man. That's a man worthy of the Universal Championship. There isn't a more must-see match at Money in the Bank than Seth Rollins versus The Miz. I wouldn't mind seeing The Miz and Rollins again for the Universal Championship. Not only if The Miz was a fucking heel, and The Miz is, and Rollins is a fucking babyface, I wouldn't mind it. Now, last year, Miz and Rollins, they had a great rivalry, a great feud for the Intercontinental Championship. I wouldn't mind if we got a matchup between a heel Miz versus a babyface Rollins for the Universal title. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. Surprisingly, Baron Corbin comes out next and says he's the most deserving champion to face Rollins. No. Rollins may have slayed a beast at WrestleMania, but he retired a legend. Corbin asked if anyone else in the ring has defeated a gold medalist in his farewell match at WrestleMania. Now, I don't care about Baron Corbin. I don't give a shit about Baron Corbin. And finally, AJ Styles music hits. All of a sudden, every single participant that's gonna be competing in the 2 triple threat matches came out. Finally, AJ Styles music hits. Styles gets in the ring, and an AJ Styles chant picks up. He's easily the most over challenger. Styles asks if Corbin ever shuts up. I asked that question too. Corbin's face is almost as annoying as his voice. Speaking of annoying, it seems like everyone in the ring has forgotten that AJ Styles is on Monday Night Raw. AJ says he'll win this triple threat match tonight, then he'll face whoever wins the next triple threat match, and everyone will find out why SmackDown was the house that AJ Styles built. He's going to give Raw what they always wanted at Money in the Bank. It'll be Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles for the Universal Championship. Rollins looks at Triple H and says this is what he was talking about with everyone gunning for him. Rollins says he's ready. It doesn't matter which of them he faces at Money in the Bank. In case they forgot, he's Seth freaking Rollins. And he's going to burn it down. The first of two triple threat matches will be coming up next. So the first triple threat match we got was AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe. Now, the match wasn't that bad. Actually, the match was good. Wasn't that bad. It was right for what it was. It was good. But I asked myself, Samoa Joe is United States champion. Samoa Joe is United States champion. Now, I tweeted out, Mysterio is obviously going to take the pin. It gets the question of who's going to pin him. Is Styles going to pin Mysterio? Or is Joe going to pin Mysterio? Or make Mysterio submit to the Coquina Clutch? That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. Now, I understand it's a triple threat number 1 contenders match here in some sort. AJ Styles wins. Now, I said this, the right man won, but the wrong man got pinned. Samoa Joe is United States champion. Why is he losing? Why is he losing? I thought to myself, Mysterio is there for the matchup. Obviously, he's not going to be competing for a Universal Championship. So I'm asking myself here, why didn't Styles pin Mysterio instead of pinning Joe? Joe is United States champion. Why the fuck is he getting pinned? Match is good, don't get me wrong. Match is good. And like I said, the right man won, but the wrong man got pinned. Mysterio sends Joe with a 619, then goes for a springboard hurricanrana to AJ Styles, but Styles counters into a powerbomb. Styles follows up with another powerbomb onto Joe. Then Styles hits Mysterio with a Styles Clash onto Joe before pinning Joe for the win. I thought AJ was going to pin Mysterio there. But AJ wins. He moves on to the main event, awaiting the winner between Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, and The Miz. Then we get the fucking Iconics. Or should I say the Worthless Conics. The Worthless Conics made their way to the ring as Billie Kay has a match with Naomi. Billy Kay says what Naomi did last week can be summed up in one sentence. Thank you, next. Now, they were obviously referring to Ariana Grande in an unfunny fucking line. The Worthless Conics ask who has Naomi's back now that Bayley's on SmackDown Live. The Worthless Conics says they are the future, and the future will be worthless. Get it? You get it? Then we got Naomi versus Billy Kay. If you went to the bathroom, if you took a shit, if you went to go fucking get your food, your dinner, or did you fuck your wife or your husband or your boyfriend and girlfriend, there was no point to watch this match. Just saying. Naomi wins here. Naomi hits a back elbow and knocks Royce off the apron. Naomi then catches Kay with a sunset flip for the surprise win. I said this ever since the Worthless Conics won the Women's Tag Team Championships, and I'm going to say it again. The Worthless Conics are the most worthless team, the most worthless women's team in WWE history. The Women's Tag Team Championships are fucking irrelevant now. Irrelevant. And no point of return. No point of return. Naomi gets a victory over Billy Kay. If you even fucking care at this point. We got the second triple threat match. The Miz versus Baron Corbin versus Drew McIntyre. Now, if you saw the Shield's final chapter last night, which I didn't even watch last night, she was completely fucking terrible. Didn't care. I heard it was fucking terrible. Good. I had better things to do. So we got another triple threat match with the winner of this match facing AJ Styles in the main event, with that winner facing Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship at Money in the Bank on May the 19th. May 19th! May 19th. This match, I'm going to say this now, this match wasn't that bad either. I like this matchup better than the other one. This match was really, really good. Now, as you guys saw last night, Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre, they were a tag team last night, correct? Why is all of a sudden, if you're going to keep this role going with Bobby Trashley, Baron Corbin, and Drew McIntyre, why on earth are you going to have Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre in the same triple threat match? If you're going to keep, but then again, probably, let's say for example, probably next week, you saw Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre compete and try to kill each other in this triple threat match. Don't be surprised if they are together again next week. Next week. Now, there was a point in this match that really made me scratch my head. Corbin looks for the end of days, but Miz counters into a DDT from the near fall. Miz goes for a skull-crushing finale on Corbin, but he fights out. Miz clotheslines Corbin out of the ring, then ducks Drew and hits the ropes, only to be caught with a giant Claymore kick. McIntyre goes for the pin, but Corbin comes running back in, tosses Drew from the ring, and pins Miz for the win. Right place, right time. Just made me scratch my head. Weren't Baron Corbin in a tag team with Drew McIntyre last night? Now you're going to cost him a shot at the Universal Championship? I ask why. Now, in my case, the wrong man won this match. The wrong man won this match. But I get why they put Baron Corbin to win. Now, I was looking on the news today as I woke up early this afternoon, and I was looking about Baron Corbin versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship at Extreme Rules. It was advertised for Extreme Rules. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, But I'm going to take this with a grain of salt until somebody tells me that, oh, this was really advertised. But I'm thinking to myself, with AJ versus Corbin later on tonight, does Corbin win? And does Corbin get Rollins that Money in the Bank? Or do we get a match that, one, is too soon to give us, and two, you couldn't save this specific matchup for at least a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania to the least? We'll talk about it during the main event of this pathetic show. Baron Corbin wins the triple threat. He'll face AJ Styles in tonight's main event, with the winner facing Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship at Money in the Bank. They go backstage with Charlie Caruso. My God, does Charlie Caruso look fucking gorgeous? Oh my God, bro. I love me some fucking Charlie Caruso. Seriously. Charlie Caruso interviewed AJ Styles about facing Baron Corbin. Styles says it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. I love that line. True. Styles says that Corbin always talks about his resume, but he also has a great resume. Styles may have not defeated Kurt Angle in a farewell match, but he beats up John Cena on a regular basis. I fucking laughed at that, because it's true. He'll do the same to Corbin. So we get Sami Zayn out. The fans are singing his music, but Sami Zayn's in the ring, and he tells him to settle down. He's heard enough from them. People don't like to hear the truth about themselves. This is fucking true. They're now creating a false narrative about him by saying he's a bitter person. In actual fact, he's jubilant. He reiterates that the last 10 months he was away were the happiest times of his life. Zayn shows pictures of himself from his Instagram, hiking in Switzerland, in Norway, on a beach in Mexico, and in front of a castle in Scotland. My guy, he's had a fucking vacation. Zayn was enjoying himself. The closer he got to returning to the company, he was starting to feel anxiety. Yeah. What was it about World Wrestling Entertainment that was making him sick? Was it the corporate structure that he doesn't always agree with? We all don't agree with this fucking corporate fucking structure. Is it the WWE superstars that are egomaniacs and delusional? He says he dug and dug until he got to the root of the problem. The problem is the fans. Zayn says it's easy for them to boo, then accept blame for all of this. Zayn will make them responsible. He's holding every member of the entire universe accountable. Mob mentality won't keep them safe from him. Zayn says he would much rather be back in Norway or Iceland or Sweden. He'd rather be anywhere than depressing the moist Iowa. Zayn says they should take a trip to hell. Zayn dances around and leaves the ring. As Zayn is leaving the ring and walks up the ramp, Cedric Alexander music hits, and he walks out making his Raw debut. He'll face Cesaro after the break, who I guess is on Raw right now. AJ Styles will take on Baron Corbin in the main event, if you guys don't know, to determine who will face Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship and Money in the Bank. We'll also see Becky Lynch take on Alicia Fox. Now, I thought fucking Alicia Fox wasn't fucking employed. We get a match between Cesaro and Cedric Alexander. Match was good. It wasn't that bad. But, why the fuck are you breaking up the bar? I wouldn't mind the bar on Monday Night Raw. I wouldn't mind it. No, actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind the bar on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I was thinking that they were on Monday Night Raw, but they were on SmackDown Live. I wouldn't mind the bar on Monday Night Raw. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Build up that tag team even more. Build up that Raw tag team division. I wouldn't mind it. The bar, the Usos, you know. Simple. But Cesaro in a singles run? I see Cesaro, listen. I've always said this about Cesaro. Cesaro's a future world champion, in my opinion. He's a future world champion. But him and Sheamus, damn, they work so well together. They work so well together. I don't know why they broke up that tag team. The Bar was literally one of the best tag teams in all of WWE. I don't know why would you even break them up. Don't know why. This match wasn't that bad. This match was actually pretty good, to be honest with you. Listen, Cedric Alexander, he's got a future, bro. That man has got a future. Future United States champion, future tag team champion. Hell, he may even go after the Universal champion someday. I would love to see that. But Cesaro wins here. Alexander takes out Cesaro out with the somersault senton. Alexander gets him in the ring and does a springboard, but Cesaro uppercuts him out of mid-air. I'm telling you, I would not take an uppercut from fucking Cesaro. My God. Sweet Jesus. For the surprise win. Impressive win for Cesaro here on Monday Night Raw. We get Charlie Caruso again. Bay. Yai. Is backstage with the Usos as they were moved from SmackDown Live to Monday Night Raw. They say they're happy to be on Raw. They make a joke about drinking and driving, but then the Revival walk up to them. Scott Dawson says they're decent hands in the tag team division, but this is Raw. They were the best tag team on SmackDown, but this is the top guy territory. It's the Revival Reformery. They're not locking down anything. The Usos welcome them to the Uso Penitentiary before walking off. The newly named Viking Raiders sounds a little better to me. Makes their entrances. They'll be in action against the Lucha House Party. This match went to a no contest. The Viking Raiders immediately attacked the Lucha House Party during their entrance to hit a impressive double slam powerbomb onto Grand Metalik and Kalisto. They then hit a flapjack onto a power slam, which is now called the Viking Experience. The Viking Raiders then celebrate in the ring. This match never even started. If you want to build up a tag team like the Viking Raiders, or should I say the War Raiders, this is a great start. This is a great start. Raw Tag Team Champions Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins are backstage looking nervous after watching the Viking Raiders destroy the Lucha House Party. Ryder says they've been here for a decade. Hawkins said they earned these titles just like they did back in 2008 when they were the youngest tag team champions in WWE history. They won't let these new guys take what they've earned. That's it from there. Becky Lynch makes her way to the ring after... No, Becky Lynch... I'm just bugging today. Becky Lynch makes her way to the ring where she will face Alicia Fox after the break. Becky Lynch is standing in the ring as we return for commercial break. The crowd chants her name, to which Lynch says there's something in the air in Iowa tonight. Yeah, I wonder what it is. Something up in the air. Is it Seth Rollins? I don't know. The superstar shakeup creates new opportunities. Her next challenger is Lacey Evans, who likes to sucker punch the man. Lynch says she's made a career out of putting bleached blondes that have curry favor with management in their places. Oh God. Just pew, pew, shot. Lynch says she's out here fighting while Evans is in the back, furthering her career. Oh, damn, Becky. Oh, damn, Becky. Shit. Oh, damn, Becky. What the fuck? I fucking laughed. Low-key, I really did. Lacey Evans' music hits and she saunters to the ring. Evans said a woman never loses her temper. Maybe it's because she's Irish. Evans says she'll show Lynch a woman's right and wear those two belts around her waist. Excuse me, honey, Miss Lacey Evans. You're only going for one, not two. You're only going for one, not two. Lynch says Evans is getting on her last nerve. Her happiness shouldn't be taken for complicity. Lynch says it is time for the man to start collecting her debts. Alicia Fox makes her entrance and dances past Evans, who heads to the back. Then we get a match between Becky Lynch and Alicia Fox. Now, can I ask this question? Why did this match last the way that it lasted? This should be a fucking squash. Alicia Fox is just like the worthless Conics. Worthless. Nothing to fucking give for. Nothing. Nobody gives a fuck about Alicia Fox. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And on top of that, there was a point in this match where Alicia Fox almost dropped Becky Lynch on her fucking head. Why is she even employed? I would love to know. I don't know why this match lasted the way it lasted. This match should have been a fucking squash. And this match only got one commercial break. I don't know why. Lynch wins immediately after two Bexploders. Fox comes back with a roll-up for a 2 count. Lynch immediately applies the disarmer for the win. Becky wins. Lacey Evans in the ring before the bell even rings. It hits Lynch with the women's right. Becky even no-sold the first one. She no-sold the first one. Lynch slowly pulls herself to her feet, and Evans lands a second woman's right, which she barely sold. She barely sold it. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I honestly think, yeah, and you guys might be pissed off at me after I say this, but it's my opinion here. It is a very, very possibility, a very good possibility, that Lacey Evans can beat Becky Lynch. It's a possibility. I'm not going to say it's going to happen. I'm saying it's a slight but good possibility. Why? Just simple. Lacey Evans is tall, blonde, big boobs, and a fat ass. And I keep saying this on Raw every single week. If you got blonde hair, big tits, and a fat ass, you're getting pushed. You're getting pushed. You're getting pushed. Don't be surprised there when I do the Money in the Bank review and say, I told you so. Like I said, there's a possibility that Lacey Evans can beat Becky Lynch. Not saying it's going to happen, but it's a possibility there. Baron Corbin is warming up when Charlie Caruso interrupts him. Corbin says he'll make Seth Rollins pay for making his life miserable. Caruso asks if he's looking past AJ Styles. Corbin says he's looking right through him. So there you go. Ricochet gets his entrance. He'll take on Bobby Roode next, who is simply known as Robert Roode now, and sports a dashing mustache. It's a new look. It's a new look. I'm not going to lie to you. I like the look. When you look at Robert Roode, or should I say Bobby Roode, I don't know why they changed the name. You could have just straight called him Bobby Roode. When you look at Bobby Roode, you look at Ravishing Rick Rude. Look at the look that he has. Look at he has the exact same mustache as Ravishing Rick Rude. As Ravishing Rick Rude. The exact same mustache. I love it. I love it. I love the look. I love the look. But one thing I gotta say about Ricochet's entrance. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why are you adding shit, just little shit of detail to Ricochet's entrance? It's not needed. Well, like the bullet ricochets, like why? Don't you watch NXT? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Come on, bro. Listen, I love Ricochet. I love his entrance, but come on, dude. Come on. Come on. It's just not necessary. It's not necessary to add fucking bullet ricochets to his entrance during his music, and then the lasers are literally the most exciting part of his entrance, and you take it off? I would love to know why. I'm telling you, they're killing Ricochet slowly. Ricochet right now is suffering a slow, painful death. A slow, painful death. But I did hear that, that Ricochet's not going to be using the 630 a lot. He's going to be using the Code Breaker. I did hear a report that Ricochet is barely going to use this 630. He's only going to use it during, like, important matches, like championship matches, stuff like that. Now, after you saw the landing that Ricochet suffered at NXT TakeOver New York, when he missed that 630, it looked fucking brutal. So I understand why they're cutting down this 630, but it's part of his fucking, what can I say? It's part of his fucking arsenal. It's part of his fucking repertoire. I don't get it. We get a match between Robert Roode versus Ricochet. This match wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, to be honest with you. Oh, shocking to me. I thought Ricochet was going to win this matchup. But that wasn't the case here. Roode elbows Ricochet, but Ricochet cuts him off and rolls in for a 2 count. Roode connects with a spine buster for a near fall. Roode looks for a glorious DDT, but Ricochet counters into a knee to the face for a near fall. Ricochet goes to the top rope and tries for a 630, but Roode moves. Roode sends him face first into the middle turnbuckle before killing him with the glorious DDT for the win. Now, I like the new look. And then before the matchup, hold on, I have to read. Before the matchup, I mean, obviously they broke up the Glorious Ones, but you know, at this point, the one thing about the Glorious Ones between Roode and Gable, they were starting to grow on me a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. They were starting to really look like a tag team. They really were. I don't know why they sent Chad Gable to SmackDown. You need tag teams in the Raw division. The Glorious Ones, they were starting to be a good tag team. But you brought them up because of the Superstar Shakeup. Now, I must say this though. Maybe this win over Ricochet is the beginning point to recover Bobby Roode. Now, I'm going to say this now. If you give me, and good thing about this is that Bobby Roode's a heel. Not only Bobby Roode's a heel, he works really well as a heel. Just look at his days in NXT. Really good. Really good. If you could take that Bobby Roode, that NXT Bobby Roode, and you start to blend it to this Bobby Roode, start to sprinkle this NXT Bobby Roode to the Robert Roode that we're getting now, he would be the perfect heel to face Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. Let me guys know down below in the comment section if you guys agree on that standpoint. I'm willing to give this a chance. If Roode is starting to win matches here and there Monday Night Raw, if he's starting to win matches a lot, then you can start building him up towards a match for the Universal Championship. There you go from there. Now, this was the part of the show where I turned off the TV set and I just put the fucking Yankee game. And like I said, thank God the Yankees are on the West Coast. Thank God. We get a new Bray Wyatt promo, which is literally like a kid's show called Firefly Funhouse. Wyatt is acting like a kid's show host wearing a sweater and with a short beard and new hair. He welcomes us to his new show and introduces his puppet and the doll. He says he used to be a very bad man, and we hear kids boom. Wyatt says he will never turn into that pathetic slob again. Then we see a cardboard cutout of the old Wyatt, which the new Bray cuts with a chainsaw. He says he's just getting started and that all the kids have to do is let him in. He laughs while pulling on the chainsaw. And as soon as this segment went to commercial break, took the TV set off and I put the fucking Yankee game on. I changed the channel and I immediately put the Yankee game. Immediately. I swear on everything that I love. You thought Bray Wyatt was 6 feet deep? He is 100 feet deep. Gone. Gone. to a point of no return. This is the same. And mind you, they trimmed his beard. They trimmed his beard. Are you fucking kidding me? They trimmed his fucking beard. Here lies Bray Wyatt. Here lies Bray Wyatt. August 2013 to April of 2019. Rip. Gone. Buried. Dead. Dead. You might as well send the man his release papers. And I hope Cody has a phone call. AEW bound. At this point. If I'm Bray Wyatt. You know damn well Bray Wyatt does not want to do that fucking character. I love the buzzards. I love the buzzards. Follow the buzzards. Follow the fucking buzzards. I fucking love that. The Wyatt family. They were one of my favorite gimmicks of all time. One of my favorite factions of all time. It's the Wyatt family. When it comes to the Wyatt family, you think about that Elimination Chamber 2014 matchup against the Shield. And that was the best match of the entire night. One of the best matches in 2014. Yet you want to kill Bray Wyatt. Yet you want to kill Bray Wyatt. This company fucking blows. This company fucking blows. Finally, guys, we get the main event. AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin. The winner will face Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship at Money in the Bank. I am telling you this right now. I did not watch the main event. I'm just reading this as my notes are here. Corbin struggles for a few seconds before grabbing the hair of Styles and slamming his head against the mat. They get to their feet. Corbin boots AJ back and jumps at him, but Styles moves. Styles gets to the apron and connects with the phenomenal forearm and wins the matchup. He becomes the #1 contender and he faces Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank for the Universal Championship. Styles poses for the crowd as we see replays of the match. Seth Rollins then makes his entrance and stands in the ring with Styles. He extends his hand and they share a tense handshake to end the show as the show goes off the air. There is one positive about this matchup. I'm sure there's a lot, but so far I'm only pointing one. The only positive here is that the Universal Championship is finally getting defended on a B-level pay-per-view. That's it. Now, before I go, I'm going to say this now. I'm going to give you guys my reasons why it's good to have this match, but then again, it's at the same time bad. Now, I get why they're booking this matchup for Money in the Bank. I get why. I reported this on the podcast on Saturday. Link to that video will be in the annotation on the upper right hand corner of your screen. They switched Money in the Bank. Now, Money in the Bank was always in June or July. They switched the Money in the Bank pay-per-view from June to May. You get me, right? They switched the Saudi Arabia show from May to June. The one pay-per-view, and I just got this earlier today, the one pay-per-view that is canceled for this year is Backlash. They canceled Backlash this year. They canceled Backlash this year. Now, Money in the Bank is May 19th. They want to, you know damn well they're going to try to stack this pay-per-view to the biggest point. Now, yes, Styles versus Rollins looks good on paper. Looks good on paper. I would not be surprised if this match is a complete letdown. Look what happened with Styles and Nakamura at WrestleMania last year. Everybody was excited for the match. The build was good. What happened to the matchup? Completely fucking terrible. Why? Because of Roman fucking Reigns. Don't be surprised if AJ versus Rollins gets a good build, but the match becomes terrible. You expect WWE to give us a great match between Rollins and AJ? Probably. Yeah, they can deliver a 5-star classic. But at the same time, think about it. Now, who knows? They can have the great match at Money in the Bank. They can. They can have a great match at Money in the Bank. But if you really look at it and if you really pay attention to it, Money in the Bank falls on May 19th. What's happening the following week? Double or Nothing. Vince is going to try his ass off. And I would not be surprised if he even does this. I would not be surprised if Vince tries to stack up this Money in the Bank card to the biggest point that's going to outshadow Double or Nothing. Yeah, Vince is not paying attention to AEW. Yeah, Vince is not paying attention. Yeah, Vince doesn't care about AEW. If you didn't care about AEW and Double or Nothing pay-per-view, you would have gave us Corbin versus Rollins at Money in the Bank. No, you do care about AEW Double or Nothing because you're giving us the biggest match you can ever give us so soon. Why are you giving us this match at Money in the Bank when you could have given me this matchup in Toronto for SummerSlam or in Tampa for WrestleMania next year? This match is too big for Money in the Bank. It's too big for a B-level pay-per-view. Like Money in the Bank. It's too big for it. But then again, I understand why they're doing it, to try to outshadow Double or Nothing. You gotta think like that. You have to honestly think like that. You honestly have to. Other than that, I just see no other reason why they're booking Styles versus Rollins so soon. Mind you, AJ just came over to Raw from SmackDown. Yet all of a sudden, he's getting a Universal Championship match in his first night on Monday Night Raw? Or should I say a second match on his second week? On his second night? On Monday Night Raw, he's getting a Universal Championship match, which most likely he's not going to win. Because, like I said earlier in the review, there's advertisements for Extreme Rules between Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin for the Universal Championship. God only knows. A lot can happen in 4 weeks. A lot can happen between now and Extreme Rules in July. A lot can happen. A lot can happen. And that is the end of Monday Night Raw review, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed Monday Night Raw review, guys, smash that like button. Comment down below what you guys thought of Monday Night Raw tonight. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below, ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. Check out episode 17 of the Reality Podcast right here on YouTube. WWE is reportedly discussing giving Sasha Banks a huge win after her return. Link to this video will be in the annotation above in the upper right hand corner of your screen. Check out Throwback Thursday. The Rock wins the WWF Championship with Stone Cold Steve Austin in his corner at Backlash 2000. This is Throwback Thursday. Link to Throwback Thursday will be in the annotation above in the upper right hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast right here on the channel. So make sure you guys are following me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring. Instagram, your boy Chris _WB. And Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And if you guys are new to the channel, looking for Raw review, SmackDown review, NXT review, Throwback Thursday, Top 10 Fridays, a wrestling podcast, and gaming content on YouTube, hit that subscribe button down below and ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown review. Now, I am off technically I have to work soccer. I have to work soccer Wednesday and Saturday. So, I'm going to give you guys NXT review on Wednesday. You guys are just going to get it just a little bit later. So I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown Live. What is going to happen with Roman Reigns? Is he going to get fired? Is he going to get some repercussions? I don't know. We are going to have to wait and see for SmackDown Live tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. I got 3 new subs this past weekend. Thank you so much for the love and support. I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown Live review. Don't forget, guys, follow me on social media. Follow me, guys, on social media. And I will follow you guys right back on social media. I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown review. Till then, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.